Make way, everyone! Don't block the procession, lest you offend the Vermilion General!
Out of all the times to... We lost half of our battalion at Mornsan Pass. Even our Captain General fell. We barely made it back alive. Now we're supposed to bow to clay statues? General, let's just push through!
Bear with it. This martial god isn't as forgiving as a bodhisattva. Offend the Vermilion General, and the villagers will tear us limb from limb.
Our banner bears the great character hung for all to see. And they still dare defy us?
Yungo Village is next to Mornsan Pass. It's always been a battleground for warring kingdoms. The banners at the village entrance have changed more times than anyone can count. Do you think they'll truly bow to Hung?
The Vermilion General is from the old dynasty. Why do they still worship him as a god?
If you were born as a member of the imperial family, raised in silk and splendor, blessed with beauty, and became an undefeated general who stands with the commoners, you too would be revered.
I'd rather not die young on the battlefield only to have people pray to me year after year. Even after my kingdom has crumbled.
Welcome, ancient souls. Banish newborn demons, and let fire light the way. Never look back. It will circle the General's temple thrice this year. General Rafayel will watch over us.
I heard your kingdom's horses always veer away when they get too close to our general's temple. His divine power must be influencing them.
Dear villagers, my name is Cuecho. Tonight, I have the honor of performing the grand epic of the martial god General Rafayel. 300 years ago, this general was once the Xie Kingdom's precious prince, His Highness Rafayel. He was a master in poetry, music, and painting. His brilliance was unmatched. Yet, as flames of war engulfed the land and the dynasty teetered on the brink of collapse, the young prince was forced to wield a weapon. He cast aside his silken robes and donned armor for battle. In his first battle, he rode forth alone and claimed the enemy general's head. The tide of battle shifted as he struck terror into his foes. Yet, his countenance was too fair. His brow and eyes were as beautiful as a painting. So he melted the fallen general's armor and forged a fearsome mask to inflict dread upon the battlefield. Thus, the name of the Vermilion General was known to both armies in a single night. For years, he was undefeated. He won every battle, took every stronghold. Many praised his noble heart and devotion to the people. Yet his enemies trembled at his name as if the martial god himself had descended. Alas, the heavens are jealous of greatness. At the age of 24, beyond Mornsan Pass, The enemy arrived in a force 10 times greater. To shield the fleeing civilians, General Rafayel held the rear alone. Beneath a 1,000-year-old tree, he fought the enemy for a day and a night. Grievously wounded, yet refusing to yield, he stood his ground until his last breath. As General Rafayel collapsed, fallen leaves burst into flames. Countless golden leaves scattered in the heavens. Vermilion light blazed across the valley, and the heavenly gate opened. The Vermilion General did not fall to the dust of the earth. He rose through the 9 heavens to become the martial god, a protector of all.
General, this place is known as the Blaze Trail.
It's quiet.
She's their leader. Capture her alive and kill the rest!
Beneath a 1,000-year-old tree, he fought the enemy for a day and a night. Grievously wounded, yet refusing to yield, he stood his ground until his last breath. As General Rafayel collapsed, fallen leaves burst into flames. Countless golden leaves scattered in the heavens.
the martial god you've disturbed. If you're going to die here, you should have asked for my permission first. Well, I do not grant it. Is this a fortunate circumstance, or the worst day of your life?
It's an illusion. Attack! Kill them!
But these men have definitely run out of luck.
Over there! Surround them!
You're eager to nourish this tree? Very well. I'll grant your wish. A soul covenant, so it was you.
Last night, the General's temple was ablaze with golden light. It lit up everything.
I saw it with my own eyes. The martial god was carrying someone in his arms when he walked into the light. I swear I'm telling the truth.
The person seemed to be wearing Hun Kingdom's armor, and the martial god must have pitied us. Surely we'll win this war.
Oh, thank you, Martial God, for your protection. Thank you, Martial God, for blessing us.
Martial God, for blessing us.
You're already betraying me? And in this place, no less. Aren't you afraid of the martial god's punishment? You're using a clay statue to identify the divine. Aren't you worried you might be mistaken? Pity I'm neither. I'm simply Rafayel. I'm not forcing you to believe me, so you can't force me to prove anything. However, I saved you. Not even a mortal such as yourself can deny it. You'll fulfill my request so long as it's reasonably within your capabilities. What if I want your life? so you know what it is. This is what can take your life. Who said I was going to take your life? You are my soul's anchor in this life, with 2 fish as our witnesses. Without your life as an anchor, I cannot stay in the mortal realm as a physical incarnation. You live well, and I exist. When your soul disappears, I return to oblivion's embrace. You've fought on the battlefield for only a decade, right? Yet you are more bloodthirsty than the martial god who has lived for 300 years. I'm merely borrowing a smidgen of your vitality. Your life isn't at risk. It's possible you'll also feel dizzy from time to time. You think this is a marriage you can negotiate a divorce out of? The ones with a soul covenant have their destinies bound. You said you're a soldier. On the battlefield, is there anyone more worthy of your devotion than the martial god? You need only to spare a little of your vitality. Capturing a mere general in the midst of an army? How is that difficult? That sounds like a threat. Now you believe I'm the martial god? Let's see if your faith will give you what you desire. Where is your general?
What? What kind of monster?
Is this the man you were looking for? Good. You weren't slow either. Are the horses ready? Only mortals use such tactics. For me, if I deal with everyone who gets in our way, no one will be a witness to our machinations. You're already outside? Those officials were actually willing to let the new blade-bearing general slip away? Military honors of the mortal realm mean nothing to me. You've already given me what I need. Take a guess. If that's the case, then you and I are quite alike. Am I mistaken? Do you want me to stay? Outside of helping you win a few more battles, of course. No one would choose this path unless they had no other choice. Then I'll stay so you can tell me about them. As long as it's what you want, my journey here will have been worthwhile. How much water did they add to wine after 300 years? You can still get drunk from this? What a curious question. Does your army have a prohibition on alcohol? Though this wine isn't worth drinking. Yes. And where did you hear that the martial god should sustain himself on incense smoke and dewdrops like a temple's statue? Well then, go on. Why don't you light some incense for me? I've lived amongst the immortals in the heavens. They drink more fiercely than any mortal, and their cuts of meat are bigger. Apart from living longer and having greater talents, they're no different from you. Oh? I'm the first god you've met. You only have my words to determine whether or not you should believe. You're not allowed to drink bad wine. I'll let you taste real liquor next time. Then will you drink with me to celebrate our next grand victory? Ideally, we're accompanied by fireworks lighting up boundless streets, and they burn throughout the entire night. Yes, it was 100 times more magnificent than this. Is that where you grew up? Do you want to set off fireworks in Hongling City? Do you want to set off fireworks in Hongling City? Fulfilling a wish isn't difficult, so long as the soul covenant between us endures.
General, are you here for war?
No.
Then it must be for deliverance.
If I can deliver one soul, I shall find my own deliverance too.
There are many paths. Compassion, guardianship. Which path do you walk, General?
With my body, I shall be the shield against calamity and ease her perturbed heart.
To give deliverance to all beings is difficult, yet offering it to one person isn't any easier.
And what if I choose not to?
Life's flow shall be without end, and a bond will bind every twist of fate. There must be a reason why the General is here.
It has been preordained.
Your souls have resonated, and the bond between you runs deep. If you wish for this to endure, you must harmonize your energies. Walk together for your journey and live. In time, your essences will blend, and the dizziness may ease. However, the General bears the weight of too much bloodshed. It will continue to drain her vitality. To ease the burden, the two of you must achieve harmony in duty, and in life itself. You must often engage in pursuits uninvolved with death, ones that savor life's simple joys. This is the path you need to endure.
Wine in your age is weak, and the tea is bitter. The water for brewing tea should be poured when the bubbles are as big as a crab's eyes. It's the best time to draw out the aroma. Water that's been boiled repeatedly like this only gives you bitterness. But I suppose those accustomed to watered-down wine can't tell the difference. Whether I've drunk it and whether I understand it are two different matters.
Halt! My lord, be careful.
You know them? The secrets of fate must not be revealed. Do you believe in karma and reincarnation? The vengeful spirits on the battlefield were once mortals who died. Do you honestly believe those who fell to my blade could best me in death? Thinking about fighting and killing in a tranquil scenery. You're a rather dreary young lady. Yes, a little marten. I learned everything as a child, except Wei Qi. When I was young, I was oft brought to ancient temples deep in the mountains. During one such trip, I found a marten with a broken leg. My old tutors always insisted that a young prince must devote himself to praying for the nation and the emperor. But back then, I never got a good look at him. All I remember is a yellow haze seated upon a throne. I couldn't be sincere about praying for a shadow. I doubt the gods in the heavens heard me, but that time was different. I hid the marten in my sleeve and brought it into the temple. Then I knelt before the divine statue for a full 2 hours. All I could think was, please don't let it die. Let its leg heal. Of course, I raised it in the manor's garden. It was more devoted to me than anyone else. That's when I learned that prayers are only answered when they come from the heart. Such sincerity can't be forced. I made a wish. I wanted the rain to last a little longer.
General, a messenger from Fallwater Tower has delivered an urgent letter. They say it's for you. Yes, ma'am. We would like to thank the esteemed blade-bearing general for taking the time to read our letter. A guest under the name Fishlord is hosting a gathering of literati at our establishment. He has offered a token of the blade-bearing general's manor as collateral. Recognizing the significance of this item and fearing it may cause inconvenience, we decided to inform you of this matter. General, should we dispatch someone to...
Done.
What a magnificent depiction of solitary fishing on a wintry river! With a few strokes, you manifested a lone boat and a figure in a straw cape. The artistic conception is extraordinary and masterful. I'll offer 100 taels to purchase it, sir.
I'll give you 300 taels.
The painting is yours. Consider it payment for the wine. Now return my token. Had I known you'd be here, I would have invited you. It's a shame you missed out on our little gathering of verse. Sour words accompanied by a sharp tongue. Do you want one of these? They're crispy and sweet, perfect for lifting your spirits. By the way, is your wine worth its expensive cost? It brings disgrace to the name Cloudborn Brew.
Ha! I see you're one to jest.
This wine was brought from the capital at great expense. Fallwater Tower sells whatever the Imperial Court drinks.
Is this what passes for imperial taste these days? It pales in comparison to the legendary Springdrop wine of yore.
That is said to be an imperial brew from a fallen dynasty. No one can make it now. How could someone as young as you know what it tastes like?
I've done more than tasting, sir. I can brew it.
Is that even true?
Is that even true?
No way.
Must be
He must be bluffing.
How boring.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You've insulted my establishment in front of all these people. Claiming it was a simple joke won't be enough. If you can brew a wine finer than my Cloudborn brew, I'll take down Fallwater Tower's sign myself and have it delivered to your estate.
What would I use your sign for? But if your reputation means so much to you, why not make a wager with me instead? One month from now, let everyone here be the judge. If I brew a Springdrop wine that leaves you convinced, that chestnut horse you just bought is mine.
Deal. What if you lose?
10 pieces of calligraphy or antiques from the blade-bearing general's estate. Your pick. I know. A horse like this shouldn't be kept as some ornament for a tavern owner. Calm down. I won't lose. My brewing skills are as sharp as my sword on the battlefield. Wait for me, ready. 1 month is all I need. What's wrong with ready? A name that slips off the tongue is a name from the heart. It's simple, pleasant, and elegantly unrefined. You also have doubts? Don't worry, I'll have that horse before my next campaign. As for whether he joins me on the battlefield or runs free across the land, he shall decide. You're learning bad habits, General. What could be more fun than brewing wine? I couldn't let you miss out on an opportunity. It'll be more interesting with you like this. How could it be weird? I was looking at your hair that's about to become a mess. I'm going to be driven mad at this rate. Indeed, it's my fault for wanting a quiet place to brew wine with you, where we'd be away from prying eyes. Your hair isn't a sword. Be gentle with it, and it'll behave. This is my first time. And that's not the question I answered. I realized styling your hair is similar to painting. All those twists and turns look complicated, but everything flows in one brushstroke. No, I love painting. All I ever learned at the palace were lofty lectures on morality. I heard them so many times that my ears grew calluses. So I'd sneak off to the local breweries to watch commoners make wine. The process of brewing is more interesting than drinking wine. Watching a grain of rice transform into a drop of wine is captivating. It cannot be compared to those tiring platitudes in dusty old books. You'll have to ask the martin who used to run circles around my wine jars, and the soldiers. Most were rugged individuals who guzzled it down without appreciating the taste. But you, on the other hand, taste it. I picked out this rice myself. Well, can you taste the sweetness? I added a catalyst to this one. It'll be ready to open in a month. It won't be fully matured, but it'll be more than enough to win our Fallwater Tower bet. For the flavor to truly blossom, it must endure the winter snow. Only when spring arrives and flowers bloom will it reach its peak. Hence why it's called spring drop wine. It's a promise. Next spring, you must be here to open the jar and share the wine.
What an exquisite wine! The fragrance is crisp yet mellow. It's as though it caught the scent of countless spring blossoms in the depths of winter. Never in all my years have I tasted wine with a fantastic lingering finish. I dare say, I dare say even the tribute wine served to His Majesty himself could not compare.
What a fine wine! My! Oh my!
Fish Lord, you truly are extraordinary. The horse is yours. And furthermore, I'm willing to pay a fortune if you could sell me the recipe. Name your price.
I am willing to offer 100 gold pieces for a single piece of Fish Lord's calligraphy.
The recipe's not for sale. I won't be using my brush either. I told you that the wine was a means to obtain the horse. Everything else depends on whether Reddy is in a good mood. You weren't like this when you rode into battle. You better get used to it now. All your squirming is making Reddy too nervous to pick up the pace. Reddy has a fiery temper. What if he didn't like you and threw me off? You should have said so sooner. He's been dying to run. Isn't that right, Reddy? If you're scared, you can always take the reins yourself. Then relax. Put your faith in me. Someone who's been running around with Fish Lord hasn't complained about feeling dizzy as of late. Even our breathing flows as one wave. Listen. Then what does your pulse say? That can't lie, Why is your heart beating so quickly? Are you unwell? You're the one who said we'd live and breathe as one, and you still don't believe me.
That's the Broken Neck Tower. It used to be the tallest building in Yenzhou City. More than a decade ago, the Zhou army attacked, and their catapults destroyed its top. Doesn't it look like a person with a broken neck? Misfortune is attached to its name, so no one wants to fix it. It's been left to rot.
Suejo's performing another play.
Will the little general appear again?
You've seen his craft? What are his plays about? Ready. Wait here. Let's watch. I'm curious to see if he'll give the martial god 3 heads and 6 arms.
Tell me, what is the hardest road to travel?
I don't know. The road to school.
I don't know. I don't know.
It is the road you cannot find. When the Vermilion General died and ascended to become the martial god, his merits were fulfilled. His soul should have passed through the heavenly gates. Yet this martial god, despite being victorious against armies beyond number, was defeated by a single thread of fate. His soul clung to him like a shadow trailing its master. No matter how hard he tried, he could not free himself from it.
Why? He's the martial god.
In the world of mortals, there was a traveler bound to him by karma and love, debts and destiny. That soul had lost its way. Only by guiding that soul to where she belongs and into the life she was meant to live can the martial god find deliverance.
Lost souls? That's boring. We want to see the battles.
How is it possible that the martial god still suffers?
It's a trifling craft to let the hours pass. I'm afraid I've only made a fool of myself before true connoisseurs.
Compared to giving me 3 heads and 6 arms, this one is rather tame. Whoever captures the martial god must perform a legend of her choosing. Too stiff. If the Vermilion General moved like that, he would have been hacked to pieces ages ago. In his final battle, he defeated an army of 100,000 soldiers with only a few thousand men. That's the story told to the living. Only the dead know that he was only waiting for reinforcements that never arrived. He didn't die for his country. He was wrung of every last drop of blood. The very people he swore to protect drove him to oblivion. Perhaps. I can't remember anymore. When one meets death in that fleeting moment, time slows. It's enough to relive an entire lifetime. Maybe I thought about hating them. Or I wondered if the marten back at the manor was eating properly. Who knows? 300 years is a long time. Long enough for every thought to decay in the dirt alongside my bones. The sun is setting. If we don't leave now, Reddy will munch through every blade of grass out there. No amount of wealth can buy what I'm not willing to give. Besides, what is hung on the wall is merely a decoration. What's left here is a feeling. Didn't you ask me about what went through my head when I died under that tree? I thought about it. Perhaps in that slow instance, this was the last image that remained. Peace across the land, with calm seas and clear rivers. A single thought can make a god or a demon. Blame it on death, making a moment feel like eternity. My thoughts kept turning and turning until they happened to land on peace. If no one prays for peace anymore, then you'll know the world is truly at peace. That's when you make a wish that's just for you.
Whoa! Look at those two on the boats! Whoa!
Here, make a wish. It needs to be a wish about you. My wish will be the same as yours.
General! The rain is too heavy! The torches won't stay lit, which means we can't see the signal flags!
It's the Hung General! Kill her! 10,000 taels for her head!
Hold on tight. The war isn't over. I can't stop. Until the last enemy falls. Standing in my way means death. I heard you. You're my my soul's anchor. You need me. Don't move. Allow me. I'll take off this armor so I can tend to your wounds. I should have returned sooner. You still have the strength to jest. Hold still. Does it hurt? Yes. Even if it did, no one told me about it. How would I know? Maybe the thunder was too loud and gave me a headache. There's a draft at the entrance. Unless you want to catch a cold, I suggest you stay warm. Have you lost your mind, General? Someone who died 300 years ago doesn't have warmth. I understand. Yes, I suppose I am a little cold. If you're worried, you can lend me your warmth. Let me linger for those fleeting moments and remember what it feels like to be immortal. The blade-bearing general herself is inspecting my horse? Are you afraid I won't return? You have too many duties. A matter so small should not trouble you. An ambush like this would have been child's play, even for the Vermilion general from 300 years ago. Let alone for the man I am now. You have a war to win. Don't waste your energy fretting over what's beyond your control. If you can't help but worry, let me give you another memory. When we meet again. It's a melody from 300 years ago. It's been forgotten by the world. Perhaps it could also be about returning to a place you've been away from for far too long. I know you want to return to Hengning. Didn't you make a wish to watch fireworks in Hengning City? Let's make a bet. Before you forget this melody, you'll set foot on Hengning's soil once more.
General, should we organize a search party? Understood.
General Rafayel has returned!
General Rafayel has returned!
Whoa! You don't look pleased. You thought I'd lose? Let's celebrate first. Well? Ready. Wants to know how he'll be rewarded. Then there's me. People are watching. General, the enemy has surrendered. Wait, there's more. Would you like to make a guess? You're eager. I knew it.
The Chill Command Token! General Rafayel actually got the command
Now
token?
everyone in that city shall abide by your will, General.
Yes, General!
The Blazeborn general gave you the enemy's letter and the command token. You said, as a general, you could never afford a moment's rest. Perhaps you can steal a moment of peace with this. When you want to unwind, bring it to me. This isn't a tribute to the general. It's for you.
General Rafayel, everyone says you're a god who descended from the heavens. When we were surrounded at Vulture Rock, we thought we were done for. But you cleaved through the Q Army's barricades with a single stroke. You said that if we made it back alive, you'd perform a sword dance for us. Let's see your skills.
General Rafayel! We want to see it! We want to see it!
Very well. I shall keep my word. However, no weapons are permitted in the general's tent. May I ask the general to lend me her blade? Since when did the general start underestimating me?
I once heard tales of a remarkable vermilion general of a former dynasty whose sword dance was said to be without equal. Seeing you wield your blade today, you are every bit as magnificent, General Rafayel.
I'd say General Rafayel is the martial god's incarnation!
The candlelight in this tent glows like ghost fire. It's blinding. How does the general pass the time? Can I join you? You're about to reclaim Hongning City, a dream you've held on to for so long. Why don't I see any joy on your face? Then think of what can exist beyond that. Watch how a cloud gathers and scatters. Listen to a song until it becomes second nature. Paint something only you understand. Or brew a jar of wine that won't be opened until next spring. Simply living is enough. Here. Trim too much, and the flame dies. Trim too little, and it won't brighten. Once we've reclaimed Hungning City, shouldn't you honor your promise? You already forgot? You said once I helped you reclaim Hungning, you'd set off fireworks from the city's tower. They'd be grander than Yenzhou's cities.
I've served under 3 generals in my time, but
let me
never
raise a
have I
toast to
felt
everyone.
such exhilaration as today. This cup is to your brilliance.
I would follow you forever, General!
To the General! Hungning City shall forever belong to Hung!
This cup is for the blade-bearing general. Here's another for General Rafayel. Huh. Where'd he go? Wasn't he here?
I know. But why aren't you in the city? It's hard to hide anything from the martial god's divine gaze. My childhood home is probably still tucked away in a corner of the capital. Perhaps it has a new owner, or it lies in ruins, with only the faint echoes of what it once was. None of that has anything to do with me. "300 years is too long for a mortal. Everything in this realm rises and falls in an endless cycle. Only the land itself endures." Why? Do you think I'm about to leave? I'm checking to see if your thick skull is hollow or solid. Indeed. Yet why would I choose not to be? I did everything I wanted to do with you. This is what I want to do now. Rather than build grand palaces destined to crumble, it's better to nurture the soil so something can grow forever. For example, I can plant a tree. "100 years can pass. No matter who rules this land, this tree will still thrive with it." It's no great matter. We'll brew another jar and bury it under this tree. Let's call it the Vermilion Tree. What do you think? As long as there's a tree, wine, and you and me, we'll never miss spring. The whole sky is filled with sounds. General. The General and I have urgent matters to discuss. Take the men and go on ahead.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling? I know. Do you still want to fight? Is this a new prayer to the gods? As long as you want to, you can still do those things, even if you're by yourself. Stay close to me.
Reinforcements have arrived!
Those aren't reinforcements.
In the coordinates, with the Imperial decree, eliminate the traitors! Fire!
They burned our escape route!
It's the same as it was 300 years ago. I won't let them have their way this time.
They're almost finished!
Don't forget, General, you're not fighting this battle alone. You've made your choice. Now put it on. I'm here. You are me. Yes, our souls have become one. The martial god.
What kind of monster is that? General! General! It's General!
Aren't gods supposed to come and go as they please? Why are you stuck here?
You actually think he's telling the truth when he says he's a god? He's most likely no different from us. Just a lost spirit with no one to look for him.
Quiet. Whoever looks for me shall share my fate and be branded a traitor. No one would dare.
If no one ever finds us, our souls will scatter. Those pieces will never be reunited. What about you? Will your soul scatter too?
Stop talking. The war is over. My soul should return to the heavens. Why can't I leave this tree?
It's because the general's life is bound to the defiance of fate.
You can see me?
I can see the general's fate. You cannot leave because your fate has yet to run its course.
I'm already dead.
A man may die, but his fate can play out another way. Your fate is threefold. There is the righteous path, the errant path, and the defiance of fate itself. In this life, you fell upon that defiance. Your ambitions are left unfulfilled, your body buried. Your name has been erased, yet the threads of cause and effect remain unbroken. You still have a soul anchor in the mortal realm.
Who is it?
The one who died for you upon that errant path. You and she are destined to meet here. As the staggered shadow on fate's path, it's a glimpse of another life that might have been, where different choices were taken.
I can sense this individual, but I can't recognize her. Does she share the same fate as me?
She is destined to repeat your tragedy. Her home has been destroyed, so she fights alone until her dying breath. In the end, she shall become a new martial god. Only then will you be freed from fate's cycle.
And her?
She came for you, but no one will come for her. Thus, she is destined to remain trapped here for all eternity. Your legacy shall be carried upon her shoulders, and she will never know freedom.
Is there a way to give her another path?
She can be guided.
How?
That is something only the martial god would know.
I've spent 100 years cultivating to take on a human form. You've been here for over a century. Does divinity require cultivation?
I'm waiting for someone.
For whom? An enemy? An old love? Surely you're not waiting for someone to rescue you.
The one I must guide to salvation.
If I had your divine power, I'd live only for my own pleasure. Who cares about the suffering of the mortal realm?
She's different. I can't abandon her.
You're stubborn. I've heard of bodhisattvas guiding souls, but the martial god? Your domain is endless slaughter. Will you teach her to kill? Lead her into battle? Help her complete a grand conquest?
I will clear the thorns from her path, bear the calamity written in her fate, and grant the wishes of her heart.
That is her karma. If you entangle yourself in it, won't you suffer in her place? You shall share her tribulations, and your divinity might be lost in the end. Your inner demons will consume you.
A single thought makes a god or a demon. This thought was born because of her.
I don't understand. All of you who care for the mortal realm are fools.
I'm Huilan. Are you the protector god of this place?
You can say that.
My master says, gods such as yourself watch over all beings in your domain.
Alas, I protect only one.
Why not all?
The masses have bodhisattvas to guide them. She fell into tribulation because of me. I alone must guide her.
My master says that to guide others, one must show compassion. Will you teach her the same way?
No. Compassion breeds obsession, and obsession will lead her to her death. I must help her let go.
What will happen after?
I will free her from the chains of hatred in this life. Neither ascending as a god, nor descending as a demon, she will live, and her soul shall find peace.
I'm afraid I can't grasp the intent, but I think you are a benevolent god. May you find the person you seek one day.
I fought with left me behind. I alone had to face the enemy. If I must die, let me atop a mountain of corpses. I remember that day. Leaves fell just like this. A land without war doesn't need a martial god. The martial god only awakens in war's conviction. If there is no conflict, my blade will turn on everyone. If you don't wish to be a corpse beneath a tree, let me go. The Vermilion General died beneath this tree a long time ago. I am merely a soul that lingers. Because of a wish. Your heart knows. It's time to say goodbye. You won't repeat the same tragedy. You're freed of this obsession. When autumn wind stirs, when we meet again.
You're new. If you have family, you better visit them in their dreams. Tell them where you died so they can gather your bones. Otherwise, you'll be missing arms and legs in hell. They'll give you the hardest, most grueling work. It's terrifying.
I am Tuijiu. Today, I shall perform the legend of 2 generals. And so, the blade-bearing general and the martial god became one in body and soul. They cut through vast armies as though the battlefield were empty.
Stop watching the play! Someone is here for you! No, there truly is someone! He's gathering your bones! He looks so solemn, right under the biggest tree on the Blaze Trail. Who is he to you? I bet he's your husband.
He's handsome, and his fingers are lovely. He treats the bones as if he might hurt them.
I'm sorry I made you wait for so long. The Western Sea is vast. It took me quite some time to find the land of D. That won't stop me. I'll always find you. Once you've said it, you can't take it back. But what you should remember first is my name. I'm Rafayel. Don't be separated from me for a long time then. Would you like to say goodbye to them?
May your next life be peaceful.
Don't die so young next time.
Somewhere far away, deep within the Western Sea, lies the land of D. Yes, they have human bodies and fishtails. They also wear garments woven from sea silk. Once we arrive, we'll find someone who specializes in mending souls. I suppose I was all of them at some point. Why else would I be able to find you? It's all right if you've forgotten this life. Just remember, no matter what beautiful sceneries and wonders await, I'll see them with you.